Afternoon intuitives. Despite all the drama that I'm going through today, I was a little ranty in my last video, and I'm probably going to get another one up, and I'm going to be ranty about that too. But I'm going to take us a brief break from narcissism and do you know, INFJ leaning but introvert as a whole topic. So I'm going to back up my fellow introverts here. You're welcome, guys. So, topic of this one is why introverted men make better boyfriends and husbands. And, I'm going to give some pretty solid details of this. Keep in mind, I'm going to do my best to speak for introverts as a whole. It's obviously going to be biased towards INFJs because that's what I am. And it's also going to be biased towards Sigma males because I'm a Sigma. There's alphas, betas, gammas, sigmas. I'm a Sigma. So we're like alphas, but, real and respectful and like authentic and we just don't care. For those of you that haven't watched my Sigma INFJ playlist, if you're wondering what the hell's a Sigma INFJ, like give me an example of somebody that I've heard of, buddy. Well, our standard bearer for Sigma INFJ men would be Keanu Reeves. Yeah, that is most definitely our most famous example. Yeah, he represents. So, why do introverted men make better boyfriends and husbands? Well, for one, we're more loyal. Now, why are introverts more loyal? Because we don't seek the attention of just people in general. Like, introverted men won't chase a woman just because she's like the most popular, just to say that you got her, just to have as a trophy, because that's no. Again, we don't anything we like is because we genuinely like it, be it, women, cars, music. We only pursue what we're truly interested in because we're not interested in what anybody else thinks about us, except for the person that we're interested in at the time. But other than that, no. So we're never doing anything, for status or approval or to be popular, to be cool. Number two, we're more loyal. Yeah, that being said, we're not the type to trade up. Introverts in general, if we're putting ourselves out there and opening up to somebody, it's difficult for us. Yes, for INFJs too, and we're the most extroverted of the introverts, but still making that first move is not easy for us. So it's something that we're serious about, something that we see real potential in for us to step out of our comfort zone and, walk in, charge into no man's land, wondering if the Gatling gun's gonna cut us down mercilessly. So, yeah, it's something we do cautiously because we don't like to be the center of attention very often. For INFJs, it can be a little different depending on the topic and the crowd, but this isn't about that. Introverts in general don't like to be the center of attention, and we wouldn't, push ourselves out of that comfort zone if it wasn't something we truly wanted and not just trying to make a point or have a fling. Yeah. Introverts, also we are more genuine people because we aren't seeking the approval of others and we are very selective with who we open up to. We present ourselves as our genuine selves because we have no interest in pretending to be someone we're not. Sounds not only fake, but exhausting, I assume. So, what you see is what you get typically with an introvert, particularly if that introvert's a Sigma too. And not all introverts are Sigma, but most Sigmas are introverts. INFJ and INFP, for the most part, seem to be the majority of Sigma males. So, yeah. Loyal, we don't cheat. Another big one, Sigma males actually listen. Because we're introverts and we're selective with who we open up to and who we talk to, we very much cherish those that we can find a true connection to and easily talk to and share secrets with without worrying that it's going to be used against us because, sometimes it is. And people don't seem to understand us because a lot of people, if you're looking for like surface level materialism, sugar daddy who buys you things, yeah, you're hard pressed to find that as an introvert. You can find an ENFJ who thinks they're God's gift to every. I'm sorry, not an ENFJ, ENTP, who thinks they're the smartest, most good-looking, most successful, greatest, everything in the room to do that for a few months until they decide that they're going to trade up. So But then they'll tell you how they did you a favor by, them dating you in the first place, because ENTP men are always the settlers. Yeah. So introverts don't do that. We're all about deep conversations, especially one-on-one time, because, large crowds, they can be taxing. INFJs can do it for a time, but it drains us, and then we need to recharge. Some introverts can't handle it at all. Like I said, we're on the extroverted end of the introvert scale. Some call us ambiverts. Perhaps we are. Ooh, where's the line drawn? Because then you have the converse, where my favorite type, the ENFJs, are the most introverted of the extroverts. So where is that line between the two of us? Ooh. So yes, if you want someone who truly pays attention to you and will talk for hours, like because they actually want to get to know you, and not because they're trying to trying to get it in, bro. Yeah, introvert. Because again, it's not like if we think there's something genuine and real for guy and girl, or guy and guy, girl and girl, assuming one of them is introverted, the introvert's going to be like, I see real potential here, and it's something we think through and overthink. We don't ask people out lightly. We try to find out whatever we can. Sometimes we get bad intel, and then that scares us and makes us go back in our shell for a little while. But it's not like if we get shot down, an hour later, we're going to be hitting on somebody else at the bar. No, 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 no. Far more reconnaissance must be done before that. Another big point is not all, but demisexuals in general tend to be introverted, and we're ENFJ, but they're right on, they're the most introverted extroverts. So, but, that means that we need that deep emotional connection to form a sexual attraction, want to be with somebody sexually. If you're not sure what a demisexual is, I have a playlist on it, and you should watch those videos. Yes, we're real. Yes, we're rare, especially among men, but we exist, damn it. So yeah, that ties in with the probably not going to cheat, because a lot of demisexuals, myself included, can only be interested in one person at a time. Yeah. Which means, you don't have to worry about, like, we're assuming it's an introverted guy and a female, because I'm speaking from my own perspective. But if you're dating an introverted guy, girls, you don't have to worry about, other girls flirting with your guy. I mean, they might do it. I don't know. Depends guy to guy. But the important part is the introverted guy probably isn't going to notice, because we're bad at picking up signals like that. I mean, real bad. Like Mr. Magoo blind. Yeah, like walking the walls blind. So, and plus, since most of us take asking somebody out and dating seriously, if we're in a relationship with somebody, we're really not going to pay attention. And when other women would hit on us, we're not going to flirt back. It'll be really awkward and uncomfortable, and we'll just, well, maybe not INFJ stare if they're not INFJ, but it'll be, short answers to questions with little to no emotion. So it's a little less to worry about. Yes, introverted men are typically better at commitment, because opening up to somebody, meeting somebody that we want to open up to, is hard. So we want to get it right. We're not looking to build a little black book of like, I slayed all these bitches, bro. No, we want to find what we're looking for and have it work. Yes. Another big thing about introverted men is we easily adapt to your world. Now, what does that mean? Well, introverted men typically have a small circle of friends, because we do not have nor seek a large circle of like mutual acquaintances where you have small surface level talk to and pretend to be friends, but you either know nothing about each other or secretly despise each other, but you're doing it for PR sake. Must pretend I like this person because they're connected to this person and this person and this person. Nah, we don't do that typically. So, a lot of women that enjoy their life single but want to be in a relationship ideally would want their man to be able to almost seamlessly fit in and become a part of her life without the other aspects, really changing. Introverts. So, yeah, an introverted guy would be more likely to be like, if it's a long distance relationship or you're moving in, it's like, yeah, I'll move into your place. What does it matter to me? Personally, it's like, I don't care how it's decorated. Where can I put my witchcraft altar? The answer is obviously the basement or the attic, which is fine. as long as I have space. So yeah, things like that. We don't worry about things, of that nature. We're not worried about surface level things in general, like, oh, ooh, the bedspread's pink, whatever. Yeah, doesn't bother us. So there's that. If you're looking for someone who can, you want that partner, but you want that partner to, become a part of your life with your circle of people not changing. And here's a bonus one now. This one's more selected. Introverted men who are victims of narcissistic abuse were an even better choice. Now, that may sound counterintuitive, but in this case, it's not. And here's why. Because being victims of narcissistic abuse and introverted means we're probably pretty in tune with our own emotions and the emotions of others, because we've had to learn what narcissism is and deal with that. And the narcissistic abuse recovery community is over 2/3 women, so we've kind of learned to embrace that traditionally feminine nature of talking about feelings and stuff. Yeah. And also, here's a big one: if things get real serious, introverts already don't have a large circle that they really care about, and if the introvert is from a narcissistic family, means they want to get away from that family. So, when the woman in the relationship is like, oh, if only you would move and, we basically become a part of my world and leave everything else behind. Yeah. So, and you would also gain that benefit of not having to worry about holidays or, uh, going to the guy's house for holidays, because it's like, I don't ever want to see those people again, or deal with, well, in my case, there wouldn't be in-laws because my parents are dead, but that may be. Typically, if an introvert's from a narcissistic family, they may be no contact or perhaps low contact, but typically, it'd be all about your world. And that's things that, a lot of extroverted guys, particularly extroverted sensors, wouldn't be okay with, because, they must be dominant in all means. You must become a part of my life because you are the woman and the woman is the property. It says so in the Bible. Yeah. The Bible says a lot of things. It contradicts itself all the time, too. But alas, they're guidelines at best. It's allegorical. It's not literal. It's been proven. Then again, now. So yes, just some of my thoughts about why girls, maybe the introvert that you like, that you're wondering, why is he, you'd give him a chance, but you're wondering why is he taking so long? Well, maybe because his self-confidence has been crushed, and most likely because he's overthinking. So make it blatantly obvious that you want him to open up and then see what happens. Most likely he will, treat you better and understand you better, be more attentive and have way more attention to detail, and surprise you way more than probably the majority of, quote, regular guys you have dated. But there's only one way to find out.